Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ludi Tonight. It is Thursday, December 15th, the start of week 2, and tonight we have a double header headed your way. Two teams who are actually in the same division and the same group. We have From the Deep versus the Crusty Crew, and Kingmaker versus Hydra. From the Deep, they lost their set 3-5. Crusty Crew still yet to play. Kingmaker also lost their set 3-5. Hydra getting a 5-3 win. For now, I'm going to toss it over to the commentators. Cactus and Corona, you both take it away.
Of a recon mode, go explore the map, go see, and here we go. Game 1 getting started. Let's go.
Whoa, okay. 1 splash, 2 splash. I couldn't finish that there, but here we go in the middle here. PTW opting to go to that right route. EP is also kind of opting to go to that right route here, so pretty staggered. Nothing really happening, I should say, here at the start. But From the Deep, having a little bit of purpose there. Nobody really getting this. Torpedoes coming out. Really going to be a damper there. And now there goes the first pick of the game. The Crusty Crew goes 1 down, and they're all over the place now. Look at the From the Deep with the bubble and the cap.
That's right. From the Deep is really making sure they capitalize on the 2 down they got on the Crusty Crew and making it another 1 down, making it a 4-3 situation. They're really holding in. They're going to try to secure a really good spot. Another one going on 2 down on the side of Crusty Crew. If I'm the Crusty Crew here, I'm making sure I'm taking my time, getting my specials ready, and going in with a really good push as From the Deep continues to hold a strong lead.
Yeah, I'm really liking this jet, Inkjet, I should say, over here by Clue. Really putting the pressure on there and keeping it going, right? Just keeping that pressure going. 30 seconds about remaining on that clock there for the timer. Here comes the strikes, trying to get something done. Does not even kind of stop that zone here. The Crusty Crew, though, goes 2 down, but keeps, the cap is kind of stopped. Bill here has to actually kind of stay here or take the L, and Clue catches them off guard. And I think that might be it here, Cactus, for our first game.
That is going to be our first game. Excellent job done by From the Deep, able to really capitalize on the amount of players they were able to get down and hold a very strong lead. I mean, just look at that paint spread from the Deep all the way up near their spawn practically, just able to capitalize on that. If I'm the Crusty Crew, I'm not gonna let this game affect me. I'm gonna figure out what I could do better, and honestly, I believe they can do it. They had some good opportunities, they had some good ideas. It just has to be executed in order to get From the Deep out of that lead.
I'm thinking of this game as something almost exactly similar to one of the games I personally had last season in Ludi, where my team, if you don't know, the great Shiver Me Inklings had a rough time on splat zones, and we got knocked out of the game really fast. We lost the game really fast. But there was kind of a ray with the other team we were facing. We're kind of like, this is easy, but at the end of the day, it was not easy at the end of the day, and we ended up taking the set. So at the end of the day, the Crusty Crew, they just gotta keep playing their game here and just slow it down. Honestly, I think they gotta play a little bit more as a team here. As you can see, PTW, and I think Clue played a really good game. That Inkjet was just at the right time there in that spawn, so I think just need to slow down. And speaking of slowing down, we're gonna slow down on Clambless on Mahi Mahi Resort in the future here, folks. But right now is just an alright map, and alright is okay as we get into our second match here in week 2 of Division 6D. I think a very similar comp From the Deep, and on the Crusty Crew side, I think there's a lot more aggro. Correct me if I'm wrong there.
We are seeing the Forge Pro come out on the side of the Crusty Crew, which is an interesting pick. So I would love to see the Booyah Bomb here. Booyah Bomb is, again, very great for supplying a lot of pressure and clearing out near your basket if the enemy is pushing in. Right now, we're at a good even stalemate, as Crusty Crew is the first team to make the baller, and another one going down, unfortunately. But they are going to try to hold their stance and make sure that From the Deep cannot get in.
And there you have a nice pick there on the opposing Splash Shot Junior. That's going to be 2 there. Look at From the Deep is using Clue there, is using that ledge to his advantage. Clue understands that ledge can get some kind of random picks there and just catch the enemy off guard, and got one in there at the end. The Wave Breaker does come out, but Inkjet comes out. Clue showing that they were playing really well with that, but unfortunately gets picked off, and the Crusty crew might have contention for the first time we've seen in this whole round.
Absolutely. Popping that Crab was a great opportunity there because that applies a lot of pressure. Let's remember, Crab is practically a Hydra and an X-Girl in one. They had a good push there, but now from the deep, getting 2 down. Unfortunate loss right there. 1 down on the side of from the deep. This is a good stalemate here. Just trading picks back and forth, making sure that this game takes
At the end of the day, from what I've seen so far, obviously it can switch really quick. Clue here is the opponent to beat if you're the Crusty crew. Just putting a lot of pressure there and just paving the space for their team. Tri-slash or something we usually, at least here at Splatoon 3, don't see it as often. And just look at that. Filmer unfortunately getting picked off there. Reese is kind of having to move their life. EP though getting a great clutch there. Unfortunately going down, and look at that. That inkjet getting 2 there and helping Aloe at the end of the day.
Absolutely, and from the deep is making sure that this push does not stop. Clue with the launcher going pick after pick, holding it steady. Another clam in, stalling for time, and it just like that, within seconds, from the deep is 3 down. The Crusty crew trying to make their way back into mid, get as many clams, form that power, and push their way forward to try to make a play happen.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm the Crusty crew right now, I gotta find that Tri-Slasher pronto. Because if you get that, you got a lot of space there. Unfortunately, a bomb picking off that person. Reese having a kind of wacky spot. Let's see if he can get something done with that. But this ball, kind of a nice pick there. That's 2! Oh, Jenny on the play. Oh, that ball went up the map.
No, the
PTW.
save. The save by PTW, and the Crab instantly for the huge defense here. What an insane stop by PTW with a 3v1 situation, causing it a complete stop from there. And just like that, from the deep, is pushing back into the Crusty crew spawn to score a power clam to get the push going again.
And there's the push indeed. That inkjet is out, getting somebody. That's 3 down though. And again, they got rid of that Tri-Slasher in that inkjet, of course. Engine moved on up, and it might pay off here. I think the Crusty crew, while in a sticky situation here, might have found the key, just in general, on how to get rid of that Tri-Slasher, or just in general, put a lot more pressure on this deep crew.
Absolutely, and the good thing about Crusty crew is they have some amazing defense here. No matter how many times from the deep seems to try to keep it going, from the deep, or the Crusty crew, my apologies, comes in and stops it right away. 2 go down on the side of from the deep. The Crusty crew getting ready to see if they can get another push going, and that is complete wipeout on the side for Crusty crew. They are going in, they are pushing in, they get it down to 60 ticks. The Booyah comes out to stall for time, and they are racking up plans to try and get this lead.
Here comes a jump though. This might, if this comes in, 37 there. I don't think they're gonna get anything else here. If I was the Crusty crew, I'd take my 37 points right now and run. But Jenny, unfortunately, gets the wipe. Yeah, at least there, the Crusty crew obviously trying to be a little bit offensive. You just needed 2 clams, but at the end of the day, you did only have 2 up there, and I just think it would have been a lot nicer to keep your team alive with specials and not get that wipeout. But the Crusty crew still has a good amount of time, 30 seconds. They just need to make a power clam and get 16 extra points on the board with it to get some sort of W. We'll see at the end of the day. They got 15 seconds. They need to make a power clam right now. The deep has a power clam, maybe even 2 in the back. I'm not sure. Yeah, they have 1, the pity clam, and 2 go down on the Crusty crew. This might be it, and with... Oh, they just didn't make a clam in time. Yeah, they just didn't make one in time.
The game 2 goes to from the deep, but do not count out the Crusty crew just yet. We have seen their offense here. We have seen their defense. They are clearly capable of getting a win here on from the deep. They just have to find their right timing and their right footing, which it seems they are getting very close to doing, and they may be able to take game 3, which is going to be tower control on Sturgeon Shipyard.
If you know anything about me, I'm a big tower control connoisseur. I'm not sure if that's the right word. I like tower control. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. And so I'm really looking to Sturgeon Shipyard here. But for these 2 teams, the Crusty crew, I think they just had to wake up a little bit. I'm not sure. obviously, I'm not behind these teams and know what they're doing. I just don't think the Crusty Crew had, practice at least before a little warm up. I'm not sure. Sometimes, at least for me, the last season, sometimes you just forgot to warm up and it was just not a good day. The Crusty Crew has awoken, I think, and now these matches are really close, and they almost won there. So this Sturgeon Shipyard, if they're as explosive, if not a little bit, obviously a little bit more in this Sturgeon map, we might see a complete turnaround of these games here, because they are showing what's up here. Really popping off there, and just the synergy overall in these last two games has really shown why they are up 2-0 here. So nothing has changed from the deep, and on the Crusty Crew, nothing has changed. So they are liking what they see. Look at all that Stealth Jump and Ninja Squid. Some people love to see it.
I love Ninja Squid. It is the current meta right now for builds. I know myself, I am running Ninja Squid almost on every single build I am running here. And so far, we are seeing good contest. And one trade-off goes down in mid. One down on each side here. It is a contest for mid. 3 go down on the side from the wipeout from...
Yeah, they just needed a warm up.
Going to push it in. A warm up game is all it took. Crew going in, trying to get a huge lead here. With From the Deep trying to come from behind with the flank to see if they can get them out here.
Yeah, but the Crusty Crew saw that PTW. I'm not sure how effective this is going to be in. Look at, I was complimenting From the Deep's kind of a build, nice teamwork, but PTWs, they're all kind of disconnected here with the flank from TTW, so they get that checkpoint pretty easy here, but unfortunately for the Crusty Crew, and fortunate for the Deep, from the Deep I should say, they get the stop there.
Absolutely, and the Crusty Crew, not only were they able to take the first, but they were able to fully clear the second checkpoint, which is huge. If they get one more really good push going in here, it is a sweet ride to victory to the end goal. But now, it is From the Deep's turn. They are going to try to push for the first checkpoint. 3 go down on their side.
And this tower, I mean, they might get checkpoints just because they have bubble. Nope, opting to come get out there. Elo playing really nice there, but at the end of the day, that was 3 down and a wasted special there from the junior. So thankfully, they do stay alive. Not for long there, unfortunately going down. But now, Crusty Crew is coming back, and Blue's got to get something done and trades with Film, which at the end of the day is a W for the offense there. The Crusty Crew, again, I would like to say that Blue is one of the most aggressive players on this Deep crew, and going down is pretty unfortunate, as From the Deep is to stop here.
Absolutely, and the Crusty Crew is not making it easy for From the Deep to get back in here. As we see, they have a lot of mid control, and they're still going to try to push tower. EP trying to flank Shark on that bridge. Unfortunately, they were unable to get that pick there. But From the Deep making it hard for the Crusty Crew to get past that last section there. But 2 go down on From the Deep. The Crusty Crew really trying to push on this and take that tower with 2 specials ready on the side of From the Deep. If I'm From the Deep right now, I am going to try to save my specials, wait for my teammates to come back in, and get a really good push back going in here.
Yeah, I mean, I think From the Deep just needs to play a little bit more as a team, and look at this. That is at least a little bit better. Now Clue's coming in with PTW. Unfortunately, PTW going down, but the Clue putting that offensive pressure that we know and love from those last 2 games, and just staying alive. That's just really something the Clue needs to say.
Absolutely, the biggest thing you can do here is just to stay alive. Unfortunate bomb pick there, with the Crusty Crew still trying to push that tower, but 2 go down on their side. So the From the Deep is looking to get a push going here. The Inkjet comes out to apply more pressure to stop the Crusty Crew from any kind of successful defense here, as they ride the tower to the first checkpoint.
Yeah, I think From the Deep is going to get this checkpoint at least here. The Booyah Bomb stopping them for a bit, but if they can't get Jenny out of here, I think that might be not it, but they get Jenny out of the position, get the checkpoint, and even if they do unfortunately go down to Jenny in some capacity, no, get the pick there, that is really huge. And now the Crusty Crew is getting contested here, 3 down. Reese, honestly speaking here, needs to take the L probably and let their team come back. Is that, no, that's 20, that is now lead there, and no more checkpoint, that is, and Crusty crew really getting some done there, and they got about a minute here to make it happen. So this try's behind. Reese and the team here need to get this try out of here. Finally getting it out, but From the Deep does have this lead, but it could have been a lot worse if the teamwork was not there from the Crusty crew.
Absolutely. The Crusty crew able to really hold it together and stop that push from getting any further past the 20 points that they are at the moment. It is a 2-point difference, and all it takes is one more successful push close to, with 30 seconds left. Overtime is still a possibility here, and right now, From the Deep is really trying to hold with a bomb hit coming from Aloe here to really hold together mid and force Crusty crew back into their pit. But Crusty crew with now one special on the line with 10 seconds left. Can they make a final hoorah to try to contest for a lead again?
Yeah, they really need to get this here, and I mean, at the end of the day, here comes the Booyah Bomb, but they're not getting anywhere close. And From the Deep comes out of nowhere there, and what seemed like the Crusty crew's first win of the day is just another win for From the Deep.
They came really close. I gotta give my props to the Crusty crew for an amazing first push and lead that they had for the longest time. But just like that, it happened within seconds. You could just lose the lead. But overall, I want to say great job by both teams here. What an intense match. And we saw a couple early wipeouts too. These teams really know what they're doing. They've both fully woken up, and they're not going to make this easy for each other.
Yeah, but look at this kind of play. Aloe looking, just actually giving some call-outs to the teammates to come this way, using that bubble there, trying to get something done, and look at that teamwork. Clue, literally all 3 members getting a nice pick there at the end there with 10 seconds remaining. Just really sealing the deal there. From the Deep, just again, looked a little bit out of, I should say, a little bit out of I'm forgetting the word, but their play at the end really came together, and they played as a team. But again, it does outrange everything here, so I don't think we'll see much of a switch. Unless
here
we do.
We go. Starting off, Rainmaker Brine Water looks the comps are. So the Zap comes out on the side of the Crusty crew. Very nice.
But nothing else different, but still, yeah, that Zap. Hey, put a little bit of flair on. I'm ready to see it. Obviously, we don't see a Zap every day here, and they do get the pop on the side of the Crusty crew, and Clue goes down here. If I've said anything, Clue is very aggressive and just helps this team move forward, and they know where he is. And gets the pick there. I think the Crusty crew here just needs to be a little bit more aggressive. They had the upper hand with the loss of Clue. So now, yeah, From the Deep gets a nice pick there with the crab, and it is now evened out.
From the Deep, really making sure that they contest mid here and try to hold it the best they can. We have the cooler ready on the side of the Crusty crew to get fast movement in. And just like that, Crusty crew is contesting mid and trying to hold it the best they can. Unfortunately, one goes down on the side of Crusty crew, and they're looking to try to hold it the best they can with 2 specials on the line, trying to hold a good position here.
It's been about a minute here, folks, and nobody has picked up this Rainmaker yet. So if that is a gauge of how even this match is right now, I don't know what is here. Now 2 down. This is even evener. 2 down on each side here. Jenny's actually going to take this. Look at where Aloe is right now. That's a free dunkaroo to the checkpoint. That is really nice situational awareness from the Crusty crew. I love that play there. And it's going to pay off because they got that checkpoint.
Absolutely, and even though right now we have 3v3 on the field right now, From the Deep picking up the Rainmaker, trying to get a push going. We see the crab coming out as close to the end here, really trying to apply some pressure. They might be able to get checkpoint here, but the Zuka comes out on the side of the Crusty crew. 2 going down. The Booyah comes out, forcing From the Deep back, and the bombs come out. They're really trying to get that Rainmaker, and they get the pick.
The jump, Clue stays alive on that jump though. I don't know if it was Clue or PTW. My eyes were blinding them with that Rainmaker, but one of them had to jump there, and they're actually going to get this checkpoint really easily. I had to stop there for a second because did not want to curse these guys at all here, but I think they're going to easily get the lead here. Look at that, yeah. Wow,
That's some special coordination here.
That's
really
special there.
Force that in.
I agree there, Cactus, and just the placement. I was actually looking more at that placement there. It's just really nice. That's gonna be three down. That's a delayed wipe there from the Deep crew.
Absolutely. And the Crusty crew opting to pick up the Rainmaker rather than letting it reset. But I believe they understand that they are able to get the paint control of mid very quickly, especially with the comp they're running. And just like that, the Soda comes out onto the field, and they are looking to make a push happen here. One goes down on the side of from the deep. They're looking to make something, but the bomb comes out and stops the Rainmaker from pushing any further.
I loved this play from the Crusty crew. They got the Soda and they got the Rainmaker play, and they were just really aggressive. The bomb stopped literally everything. A true hero there, and yeah, wow, 2 minutes to go here, and the Crusty crew needs to find something fast.
Absolutely. We see the crap. What a Zuka shot coming out, but from the deep is not going to let that stop them. They are 2v2 in this situation. One coming from behind. They're trying to get this push going. The Zuka comes out trying to stall for time. No picks go through here. With the shots are able to take a trade. Two going down the side of from the deep. The Crusty crew making that three. A complete wipeout. The Crusty crew picking up the Rainmaker, and they are going to rush their way to the enemy's plat.
Yeah, I didn't really like that play from the deep, or at least after that Rainmaker got taken out there, because again, you didn't actually. Oh wow, okay, 47 from the Crusty crew there, really scary there. I thought they were actually going to take a lead for a second, but at least for that remaining push, they already had 2 down and they lost the Rainmaker. I'm not sure why they wanted to try and aggress that, and that led to that wipeout. But here we go, that Booyah Bomb really didn't do anything for the Crusty crew, and they got about a minute left to go, as the From the Deep crew is actually going to let this reset.
That is right. They're going to let it reset, but the Crusty crew allowing it to take mid right here. They are holding it very strong, forcing From the Deep to stay back with all the bombs coming out, all the pressure. We are going to see the Booyah Bomb come out, hoping to get a pick here.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, one go down on the side of the Crusty crew.
Yeah, I just, you know, I was watching obviously that Booyah Bomb. We all were there, and I was like, I was pointing to a little bit more right to move their From the Deep people to the left a little bit and see if you could kind of collapse them in there. But that Booyah Bomb throw kind of was, I don't know, I wasn't a fan of it. But at the end of the day, wait, it's not over yet, folks. It is not over. It is over actually, because they did not pick up the Rainmaker there. I was gonna say they had 2 people down from the deep, but they just needed to pick up the Rainmaker there, and they might have had a chance there. But at the end of the day, Cactus, this is really close here. 4-0 does not mean really anything here when we're looking at it. These are really even teams, even though we do have that 4-0 on the scoreboard right now. So do not take the Crusty crew lightly, as they are putting up fights. They are really close here.
Absolutely. We saw some amazing plays coming from the Crusty crew, and like we saw when this match first started, a minute and a half of just holding it steady. As we see here in the replay, the Crusty crew making sure they grab their sodas to try to hold together the mid-ground, try to get a push back on From the Deep, but again, From the Deep making sure they really hold their plat steady and not allowing the Crusty crew to get any further.
Exactly, but again, look at this here in our replay. Look at, we got 10 seconds remaining. It's an even field, but 1. And then I think in about a few seconds here, 2. Look at that bomb there. And look at the complete control. Jenny is in Booyah Bomb right now. Wait. Oh, they were literally half a second from getting that Rainmaker there. So again, there was 2 down. In a scenario where they did in fact get that Rainmaker, I think the Crusty crew had a good chance, if patient, to win that game. But unfortunately, that's not a reality we're living in right now. The reality is, it's Hammerhead Bridge on Butt Zones time for our Game 5 today. And it's been a little bit difficult here. So as long as the Crusty crew understands it is they are in a reverse sweep situation if they were to win this all. But at the end of the day, any points matter here in Ludi. So if the Crusty crew gets 2 points, it is better than 1 or 0 here. So they want to try and win at any point.
Absolutely, and we're looking at the comeback of the Forge Pro for the Booyah here, which is a great contester for zone, especially trying to get to that sub point. We see Crusty Crew able to get the first pick on the field, but the bubble does come out, the defensive bubble, and they are able to claim zone first. There's a 3v3 situation on the board, and From the Deep is in the favor here, holding that zone down. 2 down going outside of the Crusty Crew. From the Deep is not going to make this easy.
Not at all, but the Crusty Crew is not going to make it easy either here. As they lock this zone, make it lost a little bit. It's 2 down. Look at this play here by this Splash-O-Matic. Reese putting in the motion. Oh my goodness, Reese. Off, boy. And they are getting, look at, now they are getting that aggression. Clue and PTW are forced to stop off an EP here. Look at, trying to get Clue over on that right side. The specials are coming out. The Booyah Bomb, look at this Inkshot on the right side, trying to get all that damage here. Yeah, not finding anything. That is huge for our Crusty Crew folks. If they got picked off by that explosive Inkshot, it would have been really harsh, but look at all this pressure they're putting on, and they now just had a little stop in the cap.
Absolutely, and From the Deep is able to turn that zone over, getting 2 down on the side of the Crusty Crew. But the Crusty Crew shows that they have what it takes to push that zone up. But the unfortunate wipeout on the Crusty Crew, and From the Deep is going to push up so far up, making it very hard for the Crusty Crew to try to find a time to come back. An insane inject shot coming from the Deep, but the pick in return. It is a 3v3 situation. The Booyah Bomb is coming out, 2 down on the side of the Crusty Crew. Where's the Booyah Bomb going to go? They have the crab out on the side of From the Deep. They're looking at those Booyah. They're going to throw it at zone to try to stall it out.
Yeah, these guys are getting a little bit too desperate here. And again, you got 30 seconds here. Please form up as a group. And it's just not happening. Reese getting picked off there. One of their most explosive members we've seen here in this match. And yeah, they really just need to go to the zone right now. It's going to be all over here. And they're going to try and get it with a few seconds remaining. You guys need to go to the zone.
Unfortunate, 2 down, but not enough. The counter on the clock was too low. That makes it 5-0 from the Deep, winning their Ludi set for week 2.
I mean, again, 5-0, it doesn't mean that the Crusty Crew doesn't belong here. They truly do. They played a heck of a game, but again, I think this is an easy set to VOD review. I think Crusty Crew, if you're listening, please VOD review this, because you'll see, at least even in this Hammerhead match that we're replaying here, you guys, at least, I'm going to put a little bit of you guys were a little bit desperate here at the end here. You had about 60 seconds remaining. Form as a group here, get those specials, and you definitely would have had a chance, because you guys are explosive and really do belong here. At the end of the day, it is 5-0 for the Deep, from the Deep. I got it. And it's really good for them, as points at the end might matter here. So,
and what I would like
really
to say
good.
is, From the Deep, great job on the offensive plays, using your specials and great coordination to force the Crusty Crew back. Not letting them get anywhere near the zone is exactly what you see in a lot of top competitive play. And the more you see that, the better you're able to secure yourself a lead like that.